95 watts.
I just got the best head of my fucking life. I just hit some new 11s on that sneakers app. I just read that Bitcoin went up in price, and Sauce King just blessed me with a diesel pack. I just got the best head of my fucking life. I just got my favorite rapper to do a feature. And even if Miami life ain't nothing nice, my cafecito got the perfect espumita. Glass half full, that's that food. I'ma need an advance, you can sell me, cash app too. Portfolio looking healthy, my Coinbase popping. I cut out the red meat, but I don't fuck with no soy-based products. My podcast hit 100 episodes. My brother Cap just had a baby, and me, I got a little baddie in Haiti, marinating. Miami lately feel like it's 2005. The scene been reinvigorated, and you can feel it countywide. Yeah, my plug got the best tree, from Brickell to Bentry. My Benz lease, but I live in your head rent free. My grandma chillin' like she's still in her prime. Taught me to cherish every minute of this limited time that we're given. My dog Charlie was half blind when I first brought him home, and now we could probably spot a bone faster than Indiana Jones. You gotta comb through the weeds so you can spot the rose, and I'ma smell every flower while I still got a nose. Cause I just got the best head of my fucking life. And I just hit some ones on that sneakers app. I just heard Ethereum went up in price, and Sauce King just blessed me with that OG pack. Yeah, I just got the best head of my fucking life. I just got a couple stamps on my visa. And even if Miami life ain't nothing nice, my cafecito got the perfect espumita. Yeah, it's pure gratitude. Pure gratitude. Yeah, it's pure gratitude. You gotta smell every flower that life's handed you.
Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's biggest cousin, crypto's finest champagne. Thank you for booming in. Shout out to Manuel and the rest of the boomers that are tuning into this live broadcast. Indeed, we are live preheating this crypto oven to 35K and beyond. Today we're talking about the Iron Finance Protocol, the Titan, the steel, about one of the few plays that is kapumping like no other. While people are complaining about Elon Musk and they keep looking at the BTC and ETH price, we are identifying boomers and we're securing the bags, more gains, more bits, and more kabooms. Indeed, shout out to Manuel. He says Shotty's incredible. Yeah, he's an excellent MC. I encourage you guys to check out his records on YouTube and on Spotify. Shotty, Shottie is the artist. And that record that I just played is titled Pure Gratitude. And they are they're out there. Pure Gratitude, the video's out there. So you just give it a quick search. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. Kaboom. Shout out to Manu. He says Titan Kaboom. How about it, guys? Let's talk about the Titan Kaboom. Don't act like the champ didn't let you guys know about the Titan Kaboom. I think even last week. Okay, I mean we slid in there. I think I picked up some bags at 175. I picked up more bags at 2. This thing shot up to past $5 yesterday, and now I'm jumping into steel. I'm gonna let you guys know what my play was. I did secure some profits, though. I'm gonna be honest with you, because that thing shot up. Shout out to Manuel. Let's go ahead and share the screen. How about Matic? Yesterday on the rise. Yesterday Matic finally pumped back up because we were down there at $1.48 for a second. It was $1, and then finally we had this little pump. This little pump really made my Matic Titan LP bags look a lot nicer, so I took profits on on the Titan. I'm gonna be honest. I rolled it over to the Iron USDC vault, which is booming over 1,000 APR on stable. I mean, it makes a lot of sense to me. And then I'm focusing on steel. I picked up steel yesterday at 54 cents. That thing shot up to $1.20 something, down to $1, back to $1.16. I may have to pull profits. I'm basically doubled up over less than 24 hours. And let's look at the math and let's talk about where it may go. And more. Shout out to Manuel. Shout out to the boomers. Guys, drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking out there. Let's look at these charts. Matic right now looking healthy. The technicals are reading buy it against USD. Okay, against this one is against BUSD, but you know the deal. It's reading buy. Okay, I got a bag of Matic. You know the deal. I'm excited now. Am I accumulating Matic? Not really. No, I mean I got a bag there, but I'm looking more at the smaller cap projects on the protocol that could boom faster. Let's look at what's really rising today. Theta USDT. This one's another one I've been talking about for a couple weeks now. This one's like an obvious play. You know, Theta is going to upgrade at the end of the month, June 30th, and it's obvious to me that people are picking up that bag in anticipation of that upgrade. I mean, the all-time high for Theta, I believe, is $15 or $16. I mean, it'll tell you right now. 1580. This thing can easily crack its all-time high this month. Cake is there. Let me see what's up with Cake. Cake is buy. Cake is buy. Nice. Okay, you know I got out of that play. I'm going to be honest with you. That's, you know. And strong buy for USDT. So this is definitely the one that I think that is the most obvious at this point. I'm not in it. I'm going to be honest. And I'll tell you the only reason I'm not in Theta, I have been before. I've had Theta knows T-Fuel. T-Fuel's booming too. You know, it's its own blockchain. So in order to get over there, you got to go ahead either through a centralized exchange or through one of these anonymous centralized exchanges. So you got to go central, basically. So, you know, I mean, I've done it and it works, but, you know, I try to avoid going through exchanges. You know, I would love for it to be on Rune or something like that, but it's not. Theta could hit $20. Okay. In my opinion, for crypto entertainment purposes. I'm not anybody's crypto daddy. You know the deal. I got to throw those disclaimers out there. I'm not a pro. I don't know. I'm just saying it could, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's talk about how about this Iron Finance protocol, guys? This thing is booming like no. Look at this thing. All right, so let's talk about it. You know, Iron is the stable coin. Titan is the coin that's associated with this protocol. In order to mint Iron, you need USDC. You can see Iron is collateralized 84% by USDC. The difference is made up by this Titan token. So Titan now is at $5.80 with a $35 million market cap. This thing could probably even go to a $50 million market cap. I'll be honest with you, I dumped it all yesterday, and I'll explain to you what happened. I picked up last week. I started picking up the bag. Boom, boom, boom. And I'll show you where I was sticking it. And I mean, it's still going. I'm not going to lie. Polygon Finance. If you search, okay, there it is. Iron, no. Titan Matic is 3.19% per day. This thing had treated me very well. But at this point, the price of Titan was moving more than 3% today. Per day. So, you know, I was focused more on the price of Titan. It shot up to 520, and then I took half profits, and I was hanging out, and about 20 or 30 minutes later from me taking half the profits, I saw it shoot back down from 520 down to $5. At that point, I thought to myself, you know, I want to make sure that I secure my profits above 5. So I did. I dumped the whole entire bag. Okay, I wake up this morning. Look at the price of Titan, $5.82. So, you know, I sold at $5.20 and at $5 after buying most of it at $1.70 and $2. So, you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda, there. So what did I do, right? So look at this stable farm, guys. I mean, boom. Where is it? Yeah, that was it. You know, you could either get it on Polycat or on Beefy. Iron USDC is paying 0.84 per day. So, I mean, this seems pretty like a solid move in my opinion. Again, Iron is a stable coin. Yeah, there is some slippage between the two, and I'm sure you're exposed to very minimum and permanent loss, but, you know, there it is. So, you know, I took some of the profits and stuck it in there. Now, let me see what Sten the Man is saying here on the chat. Can you tell us what is... Hi, champ, could you tell us when it's better to mint Iron or just to buy it? I mean, you could check. I've been checking, and sometimes it's just easy to get it. To mint Iron, it's better to mint it if you have Titan. If you have Titan, you can mint Iron at a discount. But if you're going one for one, it's about the same thing. So if you want to mint Iron and you're holding Titan, then you can get a discount. And the same thing goes for minting Iron on the BSC chain. So let me go back over here. You can see this is the BSC side of iron. Instead of Titan, they got steel. Okay, steel is the same function as Titan, but on the BSC protocol. They have the same, about the same circulating supply, but the market cap's way smaller. Yesterday, and I had been eyeing this thing. I saw it at 29 cents for a long time, and I had showed it you guys, I think, and I said, man, you know, after Titan's booming, I see the same functionality here. You know, I know there's a lot more TVL on Polygon, but you know, if it does well on Polygon, maybe it does well on BSC. So I said, I'll keep an eye on this steel token. I waited 24 hours. Steel basically doubled up from 29 to about 50 cents. At that point, I said, I'm going to get in. I started taking profits from Titan, and in 10, 15 minutes, it shot up to $54. I'm glad I put a bag. It wasn't a large bag, but you know, I picked up a bag of steel, and then you can stake it directly here in the farm, single asset, but the APY is like 30%, 40%, but you get BUSD rewards. So I'm not really, you know, chasing the APY. I was really chasing the speculation of the coin. So, you know, at this point, I got about 54 at $1.16 right now, kind of looking like is it leveling off? I mean, I should take some profits, right? You know, it kind of topped off here at 116, and then it looks like it's, you know, we'll see. I may just take, you know, half, because I doubled up less than overnight. So it would not be smart not to take profit. Shout out to Typo, I see you. So that's what's going on. Iron Protocol. Let me recap here. Iron is an algorithmically backed stable coin, which is 80%, 84% backed by USDC on Polygon. The difference is made up by Titan. Titan allows you to mint iron at a discounted rate. Titan is right now at 5.8, $5.80 with a market cap at 35 bucks. Where could this go? Maybe it, you know, goes closer to $50 market cap. I mean, a $50 million market cap. This could put the coin closer to like $8. I don't know if it can hit 10. I don't know. I mean, I really don't. Here's the thing. This is about the only token that I see like really putting on weight in the middle of this semi-bearish market. You know, Bitcoin ain't doing much. These coins are going up and down, you know, 2, 3, 4% per day. Not much up or down. I mean, this thing has doubled up basically almost overnight. So that being said, you know, I think it was sound to take some profits. Well, really, I took all profits there on Titan. Now, you know, as far as this iron, if you're going back to Polygon Beefy, look at this vault, guys. It's also exists on Polycat. It's about the same thing. The vault is quite attractive. Iron USDC at 0.84 daily on a stable. You know, this seems like a pretty solid move. So, you know, I jumped in that over there on Polycat. It's about the same thing. On Polycat, it's paying what? 0.89 for whatever reason. So it's a little bit, you know, 0.89 on Polycat and 0.84 over there on Beefy. On the Iron USDC LPs that are created on Sushi Swap, and I'll even a little bit more on Quick Swap. So you may want to jump on this one. This is the same thing. It's just whether you create the LP on Sushi or on Quick. Right now, I think the total value locked on Quick is smaller because they came in after the fact. These LPs were started first on Sushi, so they have the first mover advantage, but it's the same thing. It's about the same thing. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. The steel. I'm in the steel, and where could the steel go to? I mean, I was looking at the history of steel, and steel, when it first came out, I think late March, early April, I think it boomed all the way up to, well, let's pull it up. I think it pulled up like $15 or something like that. And that's why I was really looking at it. Check out steel here. Nah, it's Solana. Solana been doing great too. So you see at $1.17 up 278% in the past 24 hours. This thing has been doing marvelous. And most of its gain was done overnight. You see all-time high back April 2nd at $17. Okay, so, you know, being that it's very similar, the Titan and steel are about the same thing, I mean, could Titan go closer to like, $10, $17? They got about the same circulating supply. Now, again, April was a lot warmer as far as the markets. You're looking at back in April, I think the price of BTC was like 50,000 plus. So, now where could steel go to now? I think they had their little run up. Their APYs are not as high. The emission rate went down. But this coin could probably go to, I don't know, $2, $3, $4, a little less than whatever Titan is right now, maybe half of what Titan is, or a little less than half. I mean, Titan's like at 550 now, so maybe this thing can go to 2. I don't know. I mean, I got in yesterday at 50 somewhat cents, so it'd be sound for me to probably pull out half the bag right now that I doubled up in less than 24. What do you see Polygon at short or midterm? I see it, people... I see it doing all right. I mean, as far as where everything's headed, things are still attached somewhat to Bitcoin. But as you could see, the price of Matic is still favorable and it's still reading buy as opposed to Bitcoin against US dollar, which is reading sell. So, I see Matic outperforming Bitcoin in the short and midterm. That's what I see. I see it outperforming Bitcoin in the short and midterm. The better question is if it's going to outperform ETH, which it probably is. Yeah, but against ETH as well. Look, guys, ETH right now is pulling up on Bitcoin. It's been doing that for a while, which leads me to ask the question. This is for a longer term move. I mean, if you're holding a bag of Bitcoin, should you not have a little bit of ETH too? Look at ETH against BTC, 0.077 and rising. Strong buy. Okay, strong buy. So, this is another one. It's hard for someone like even myself, the champ, to come off of BTC for a long-term hold for anything. But look, I mean, Ether's been steadily, you're better off holding Ether this year than you have Bitcoin. Look at this rise. This thing has done really well. So, what's the future? I think that Ether is going to lead the run and that smart contract platforms are going to gain a lot of weight and, like Polygon. So I think Polygon right now, things like Polygon, Solana, Cardano, DOT, and those types of coins, they probably are going to grow faster than Ethereum, which in turn is growing faster than Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's growing faster than USD. So, I mean, I had this question, and I'm really thinking about this, guys. As far as like, is our goal here to accumulate specific tokens, or is it to accumulate value? Okay, and more and more, it seems to me like it's the latter. Like, it's not really necessarily that you're trying to accumulate coin; you're trying to accumulate value as much as possible, whether it be in BTC or whatnot. I mean, BTC is described as a store of value, but other vehicles may be amplifying your value even more as of late. So I don't know. It's the thing, and especially now with Thor and Rune and the ease of DeFi, you can move in and out of things so quickly with such low fees that you start thinking about whether holding BTC is even the move. It's like, yeah, you could be holding BTC, but you could have been an Ether and all these other things, and you can go in and out of them quickly. Before, it wasn't the case. Okay, before it was mostly through ETH. It was mostly through centralized exchanges. The ETH fees were high, and then you had to go through a centralized exchange. But now you got Thor, you got all these other second layer Ethereum protocols with DeFi that are a lot cheaper. So you got to think about, how you're distributing your value. And is it really about, I want to accumulate a bunch of Bitcoin? Or a bunch of ETH or whatever your favorite token is, or is it that you're trying to accumulate the maximum value? Okay, whether it be wherever it is, and the fact that value could be so easily converted from here to there at a low fee, the vehicles are less important. You see? Before, the vehicle was very important. Like, the vehicle that is Bitcoin is very important as a store of value. Like, there was nothing like it. But as the decentralized finance space continues to grow and the transaction fees become more affordable, the argument of just holding and storing value in BTC is not as strong as it used to be. Okay, and now don't get me wrong, guys. I'm still a BTC maniac, BTC maximalist. Do I see BTC dying? Absolutely not. I think it may be that just the global reserve currency, you know. But again, we're talking about increasing value here. What's moving value-wise the fastest? And it's obvious that Ethereum this year is a more valuable asset than Bitcoin. Right now, this year, as it's increasing in value. Now, I have more BTC than I do ETH. So, you know, I'm not out here trying to FUD or anything like that. I'm just trying to think clearly. And, you know, I don't want to get married to BTC or ETH or any of these coins, but it's becoming more apparent to me that what's important here is value, purchasing power, you know. So talk to me, guys. Give me your comments, your questions, and let me know. Shout out to Rafterman, Ostal Gray, Martian Patriot, Typo, Sten the Man, I Am Crypto, Manuel, the rest of the boomers. Drop a comment on me. Right now, the boomer of all boomers right now is Iron Finance Protocol. The Titan token took off on us, and now the Steel token on BSC on that Iron Finance Protocol is really pulling up. There with $1.16. Sheesh. This thing is $1.17 and moving and grooving. I'm staking it single asset over there on the farm. Okay. And then you guys may want to check out this one. Iron USDC LP. Iron is the stable. You pair it with another stable, you can earn almost 1% a day. I mean, the thing is wild. I'm keeping my eyes on this like no other. Iron is a young protocol, so I don't know how effective this algorithm is going to be at supporting and keeping the Iron token pegged to the US dollar, but so far so good. So I'm going to keep looking at this total value locked here. I'm going to keep looking at this total value locked over there on steel, on Iron, I mean. Boom, it's at 527. As soon as I see any of the trends start to change, I may pull out of everything. Okay, because again, you know, I don't know. Buckle up, says Rafterman. There you go. Kaboom. Ecuador making BTC legal tender is a game changer. I think it was El Salvador, if I'm not mistaken. Not Ecuador. Maybe it's also Ecuador as well, but my understanding it was El Salvador making BTC legal tender. So it's a game changer. Yeah, I think it's the first country they're the first country that are making that move. And listen, I've been saying this over and over. The U.S., I don't know if this is by design or by negligence or by what, but the fact that the regulations are getting in the way, the VPNs and all these things are getting in the way of innovation and entries into the crypto space. These, you know, it's kind of tough for the U.S. out there. I mean, like even to get into BSC or anything like that, you know, people are kind of risk off when it comes to the U.S. because of the regulators, and they haven't made their mind up. It's like they say, you know, it's a security, it's not a security, it's this, it's that. It's not clear. There's no clear guidance, and because of that, people are going elsewhere. And then you got other countries that are pulling up on us. So, you know, I think the U.S. is getting fat and lazy, and you know, you hear of other countries like Salvador, Ecuador, these countries. I believe Salvador is a third world country, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, things could quickly change. Okay, things could quickly change. Things don't always remain the same. And, you know, keep focused on the bag. That's all I got to say. Look how fast these tokens prices move. Before you know, one of these countries that was third world could pull up and be a contender for all we know. And the opposite could happen. One of these first world countries could pull up and start losing. Okay? So, you know, it's all about staying focused, giving thanks to the Lord. And as far as crypto goes, I mean, I'm starting to question if you know, accumulating certain tokens is the actual move, or just worrying about value. Like, where is the most value? Because swapping in and out of things is becoming more and more cost efficient. Shout out to Rafterman. A big deal, yeah, with Salvador. Kaboom. All right, guys, drop a comment, question. Let me know. But that's basically what's going on out there. Look at that, ETH against Bitcoin. You know, the thing with the ETH is just like I keep kicking myself because, you know, I got bags of BT, or, you know, I got a little bit of BTC, right? So I'm thinking, you know, the BTC I have, it's sitting there like a pet rock. I don't do anything with it, right? So I'm not leveraging it. I'm not doing anything with it. I'm like, well, maybe if I took some of that and I got ETH, at least I could stake it, you know? And then you could tell me, but champ, you could put that BTC in Celsius or something like that. At that point, it's not in my custody anymore. And that's fine. You know, I'm just talking about things that I want in my custody for me. You know, so I don't know. Yes, it's Salvador. Yeah, I think he made a mistake between Ecuador and Salvador. But yeah, they're both countries that end in door, and they're in Latin America. So it's a honest mistake. Although one is in South America and the other one in Central America. DCA, the name of the game. Shout out to Rafterman. Kaboom. Martian Patriot says, are we in a bear market or is it just a temporary dump? I can't answer that question. Right now, we are not bullish, though. You know, when it comes to the overall Bitcoin markets, crypto markets, Bitcoin is trending downward against the US dollar. So, I mean, let me go ahead and put a BTC against USD. It's neutral, actually. So, you know, well, and it moved to sell. So it's still, if you zoom out and you look at the 1 month chart, 6 month chart, let's look at the 6 month chart. It moved up and then it went down. We haven't broken out of the down cycle yet. We were going up, 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 up. And then from this point, ever since the 13th of May, we've been down. Okay. So we haven't gone back up. I would assume that if we can crack, you know, about 41, if we can go back over here and crack this area right here, we could break the cycle. But no, I mean, you know, this is what appears to be a consolidation here, Martian. You know, at this point, we could drop more, or I think we can consolidate sideways, which just seems what we've been doing since about the 20th, somewhere around there, kind of trading sideways. Starting to look like fish hit its bottom this weekend. Yeah. That's another one. Listen, I got out of that one. I don't know if I informed you guys, but, you know, Polycat was one that we were in from $15. We rode that thing up to $60. It pulled back to 45. I got in more at 45. I was farming. But then, you know, this is talking about the trend. This is an excellent example. So with Polycat, again, it went from basically from 15 all the way to 60. And it kept going up, 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 up. It had its pullbacks in between, but the overall trend was up. It maxed out around 60, and then it had a major dump at 60 to 45. At that point, I got some more. And then it stayed consolidated at 45 for about a few days. And then it dropped from 45, 44, and then I looked, it was at 39. At that point, I was like, all right, the trend changed here. I'm not going to buy any more dips. I'm out. See you later. I dumped everything. And look where it's at now. 32. But not before it dumped to like 28 or 29. So, you know, will it come back? Maybe. And that's cool. But it's apparent to me that I'm looking for something fresh. That's why I'm into Titan and Steel. And Polycat was fresh like 2 weeks ago. But again, you know, the example of me treating these crypto coins like hoes, for lack of a better description. I treat them like hoes, guys. You know, rip and dip. Honestly, rip and dip. Okay, there's no loyalty here. This is nothing. It's rip and dip. See you later. If anything, some of these are one night stands. You know, Steel's looking like a one night stand right now. I haven't let her go yet, but it hasn't even been 24 hours. And that's the facts. Now, as far as, you know, the bigger chip coins, I already told you. It's BTC, ETH. Now Matic is looking all right. BSC was doing great for a while. But, you know, as far as the blue chippers, it's really BTC, guys. I mean, ETH has done better. Also Gray laughing. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you look at it like that, and I got to be honest, you know, it's not something that, you know, some people want to be proud about or whatever, but this is true. You know, this is the way it is. This is the facts. You know, when you start looking at it like that, that's just the bottom line here, the bottom line. And it's being kind of cold, but, you know, you're dealing with things that are not these are not real objects. This is not a real person. This is not someone that's going to love you back, guys. You know what I mean? BTC won't love you back, neither will Fisher. It doesn't even exist. It's all conceptual. So, you know, when you could get your emotions out of it, I find that you could maybe make more gains. Have you checked out Pulse yet? No, I haven't checked it out, but I know about it, George. I don't know where, at what point in the game they are as far as the development, but I understand it's by Richard Hart. He's basically cloning Ethereum, making another layer, and they're moving everything over to Pulse. Other than that, I don't know if it's ready to go, if it's available. I don't know the price, but I certainly think it's a cool idea. Austell says, Pulse dumped hard in May. I seen it go from 70 to 20 in 24 hours. Okay, so it's already out. Okay, yeah. Love you long time, says Rafterman. Yeah, you know the deal. That's how I'm treating these coins. Love you long time. If you don't love me long time, I'm on to the next one. Because if not, I can hang out with a blue chipper like BTC or ETH that I know is going to be here next year. You know, with these, with Polycat, Titan, all these other small cap protocols, even Pancake Swap. I don't even know. I don't know where it's gonna be next year. I mean, this time last year, I don't even think most of these protocols existed. You know, so you know when you talk about long term, the only thing I've seen hang around really like and maintain its value is Bitcoin and ETH. Yeah, maybe Chainlink. Chainlink did all right. You know, Binance did great. You know, but it's only a few of them, guys. Yep, all your ERCs will be on there. No, it's not out yet, says George. Okay, yeah, keep us informed. I heard about it. I haven't done much research. I'm not up on Richard Hart's projects. I know he did the Hex or whatnot. I don't really follow it like that. So, you know, I'll leave it up to you guys to keep me informed of it. You know, if I hear enough people talking about it, then I'll look. Disregard, I was thinking about Pulsar. That dumped hard in May. Yeah, because Pulse, according to George, is not out yet. All right, guys. Where do you think Titan can go to, guys? It's at 588, market cap 35 million. Where do you think this thing's headed to? I'm out. But, you know, it's funny. I was talking to someone offline yesterday. I was like, oh, I took profits. And they're like, yeah, me too. And then I talked to them this morning. Nah, champ, I'm back in. I'm like, wow, you pulled profits only to buy back in for more. I mean, I don't know. If I would jump back in, it'd probably be single asset Titan. I think you could stake single asset Titan over there on Polygon for no, it's on 11 Finance. Just to give you a heads up, guys, I was snooping around over here on this one, 11 Finance. This is a new one. I found it on VFAT. You got to look at VFAT every once in a while. They got some of those they got Titan Matic at 3.2. This one's actually the chunkiest one. Titan Matic at 3.2. Most of are at 3.01. Titan Iron. This has been stuck at 192 for a while. So, you know, that's something to consider. This 11 Finance. It's another yield optimizer, I guess. But look at the APYs. Titan Matic is 3, you know. Do they have Iron USDC? Yeah, they do. 0.86 is the same as Polygon Beefy and Polygon Polycat. But what was I asking? There, Titan single asset, 796. You see what I mean? I mean, if I were to get back in, you know, I would just be speculating on the price of Titan. Forget about those APYs because the Titan price could move more than 3% a day. So, you know, I would just wait. I would, if I were to get back in, this is all hypothetical. I'd probably get just single asset Titan, stake it while I wait. Titan to $8, says Manuel. Yeah, it could be. It could be. It could be. You know, I got in closer to 2. You know, some of it was under 2. So, you know, in my position is that I made some gains, and I want to stick to being disciplined. You know, I've said this before. If you're in a play and you come up like you double up overnight and you don't take some profits, then you're probably greedy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could always make more. I get it, but we're not in the business here of trying to time the tops or the bottoms. What we're doing here is we're making gains and collecting. We're making gains. So, you know, if you can collect gains, why not? There's another one I wanted to look at here, guys. Diamond Hands. You can see I was snooping around. Diamond Hands is the website that's affiliated with Iron, and they're already creating synthetic assets over there using the same algorithm that they use to create the Iron stable token. So let me go over here to Diamond Hand, and you can see they have their native token, the DND, the Diamond Hand token. It's quite expensive, $1,400. I've been watching it since 900, and the function of Diamond Hands token is equivalent to Steel and Titan. It gives you a discount when you're minting synthetic assets. Okay, so you saw everything that Iron did. You see how it's backed. Now they got Diamond. It's the same algorithm, but they're creating synthetic assets. Bitcoin, Binance, ETH, synthetically. And it'll tell you how much it's collateralized, how much it's backed. And again, you can mint these synthetic assets for a discount if you're holding the DND token. Okay, so you know about Titan, you know about Steel. DND here is the same function, but I guess their circulating supply is a lot less. That's why the price of DND is so expensive. And look at the month chart here. The month chart, I mean, it dumped, and now it's starting to go back up. So, you know, is it on an uptrend? Maybe. You know, I caught it around when I started like paying attention, which is a few days ago, probably the 4th. Yeah, around $900. So if Steel's trending, Diamond, everything that's associated with this platform is trending, I want to get to the front of the line of as to what their latest is, you know. So, you know, something I'm considering here. Diamond Hands. Now going back over here to the farms, let's see what they got here. Let's check out the farms here. This is on the BSC side. So if you picked up Steel, I'm actually on this single asset. You're only getting APR 30%, but you can earn BUSD. But going back over here to the Diamond, you could see here Diamond against Binance, it's paying 363. You earn Diamond Hands. One that was really interesting here. Well, this one pairing synthetic BNB with regular BNB earns you DND at 97%. That's whatever. But look at this one. Look at this one. Pairing DND with Iron, which is a stable coin, earns you Bitcoin. Interesting. And that one's at 306. So these are interesting. Look at this one. DND against Iron earns you DOT. DND against Iron earns ADA. Pretty interesting. So check this out. This is on the BSC side, app.iron.finance/farms. And again, Steel is the equivalent to Titan on the Iron Finance protocol over there on the Binance side. Okay, so I mean, let's go back over here. Steel is at $1.18, keeps going up. But look at this, all-time high. Well, that was May 14. About $1.44. So we're going back up. I mean, I think we may hit at least maybe $1.20, $1.30. This is interesting because over there on CoinGecko, when I go to the all price, it shows me an all-time high of $17. But this is only tracking it starting from May 10th. So let's see what Steel could do. All right, guys, I'll take a few more comments and questions before I get out of here. But again, in my opinion, the hottest thing right now, in my opinion, I could be wrong, is the Iron protocol. Iron on Polygon has over over $500 million total value locked, and they have a little bit more on, a little less there on BSC. I let you guys know about the Diamond Hands on BSC, the Steel token that is equivalent to Titan. I think it may go up. You know, I got into that play. I got out of the Titan play, but it's still going up. And you could stake all these things over here on either Beefy Finance, Polycat Finance, or 11 Dot Finance. I'll show you guys over here on Beefy. Iron USDC is paying 0.84. Iron USDC on 11 Finance is paying about the same, a little bit more. So yeah, I think that's one of the most attractive vaults right now. And you can also get into single asset Titan over here at a 796 and earned a little 11 on top of it. I haven't found anywhere to stake steel except directly there on iron on this one. Steel, D&D. These are interesting farms. What about MDEX on BSC? Potential, do you see it as the next cake? I mean, I was in it when it first came out, and it, you know, I was, you know, I wanted to see if it had potential. But it, you know, I was in a farm and it was all right. It was doing okay, but ultimately, you know, it didn't really boom. I mean, I got into something else. I'm actually pulling it up right now to see what the price is. Last time I checked, it was like $4 or something like that. And them being on the Hiko or whatnot, I thought that was going to be interesting. Yeah, 222. I'm not really seeing the price move that much. Although, you know, it does pay some okay APYs. It does have potential, I think. I mean, Hiko was interesting. I thought Hiko was going to do a lot better, but it seems like Polygon did. So let me switch to Hiko and see what they're... $222. Yeah, you know, it's APY is there on farming MDX is about 387, 395. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad, but I just see that it, you know, there could be something more aggressive, you know. It went down and now it seems like it's lateralizing. Yeah, like it's, you know, consolidating. And that's cool if you want to stick around, but usually that's a sign that, you know, the boom already passed. Usually that's what happened after it boomed. That's what's happening with Bitcoin now. You know, Bitcoin boomed to 60,000, it pulled back, and now it's consolidating around the mid 30s. Will it have another run up? Maybe, but it's going to take some time. So do I want to hang around on MDX to wait? No, I usually like to follow the trend. So, you know, if it breaks out of its trend, maybe I'll jump on the wave. I'm not looking into like timing things, you know, like, oh, it's down, maybe it'll go back up. No. I'm looking at the trend. Is the trend going up or is down? I'm a surfer in the ocean. I'm not going to jump on a wave to see if it's going to get big. No, I wait for the big wave and ride it. You know, it's not like, let me jump on this wave to see if it gets big as it goes towards the shore. No, I see it coming in. If it's big, I'm going to jump on it. You know, like, you can't change the sea, you know what I mean? Like, you sometimes some weird stuff happens, but you're better off just waiting for an obvious wave that is one that you could ride, you know? Why do you think Tesla doesn't boom? I have no idea. It's been around for a long time. I haven't looked at Teslas in, I don't know, a long time. Especially now when things are sideways. You know, you need something fresh, young, and new that no one's ever heard of, or something, a remix. Look, that's why I think Iron's doing good, because they got the algorithm, the stable. Stables are attractive now in semi-bearish market. They're doing something that's a little different. So, and you know what it is with crypto? I mean, a day in crypto is like a week or a month in the real world, and people get tired quick and they forget quickly. So. If you didn't perform, Tezos was like the hottest ICO at one point, but that was years ago. I remember, Tezos was a hot ICO, Electronium, all these things were hot. I mean, what happened? I don't know. But, to sit around and wait for them, you don't sit around and wait for these coins. You sit around and wait. If you're going to sit around and wait, hold Bitcoin or ETH. One of the biggest lessons I learned, you sit around and wait for a little altcoin. I mean, look, you find the right one and you believe in the project and all that. But listen, cool story, bro. There's a dime. These coins have, the good ideas come a dime a dozen. So, I can't really speculate on just cool ideas. I need to see performance. Are you giving me play today? Today, the play today is Iron. I don't know, what does it say? Opportunity cost, exactly. That's the best way to describe it. I think that's how it's described in economics at school. There is an opportunity cost. Yeah, it may go up, it may do good. It probably isn't even doing bad. But while you're waiting around holding that bag, other things are doing better. There's other opportunities that are costing you by not jumping into them. Same thing with holding Bitcoin. I've been saying this. There's an opportunity cost. There's been an opportunity cost by being a Bitcoin hodler the past couple of years. You could have been in Binance or Chainlink and made more gains. There's been an opportunity cost of holding Bitcoin this year. You could have been in Ether. Do you think we should sit in the ocean in cash? Says Leroy. I don't know what that means. But that doesn't even make any sense. I don't know what that means. If that's a token or what. But yeah, opportunity cost. That's absolutely true. Hex has been the best performer. That's why you need to look out for Pulse. I don't know if it's been the best, but I would agree it's been a performer. Yeah, it has outperformed others. Absolutely. That is undeniable. Is it the best? I don't know, but there's an argument there. I'll tell you this. I know that BNB and Chainlink have consistently outperformed Bitcoin up to around, maybe January or February for the past few years. So I don't know if Hex is that old. I think Hex is only like about a year old. Do you think we should sit ocean and cash while waiting for the next wave? Yeah, I think to a certain extent, yeah. I mean, I have stables, and I'm using stables more than I have ever before. Waiting, because I do feel that the market is consolidating now, and that there's a possibility that, BTC may continue to go down. You're still on a sell here via the technicals against BTC USD. Look at this chart. I mean, the thing could go down a little bit, So, as far as me, yeah, I have some stable coins. Yeah. And again, I identified an LP farm just earlier, the Iron USDC, that is really lucrative as far as the APY. Obviously, there is risk involved with the Iron protocol, but, this is crypto, obviously. Manuel says, connect with the C, say thanks. So, yeah, I mean, holding stables is not a bad idea. And I'll tell you this, too. I mean, when you compare them to the banks, I mean, most of these stables, you can get at least 10% on them. At least. And some of them, it's more like 14, 15, even 20% on some of these single asset staking. So that's what it is. Yeah, keep an eye. I will keep an eye on Pulse. I do know that Hex has been doing great. Let's see. Let's keep an eye on it. It's just one of those, and I've said this many times. It's one of those. I kind of missed the boat on Hex. I wasn't there. I didn't pay attention, and I got into other things. So maybe Hex wasn't the one that that brought me to the top 10, but we're there. But I'll keep an eye on it. I'm not going to be a hater or anything like that. I'm going to keep an eye on it. On that note, I'll take a few more comments and questions, and I'm out of here, guys. Iron booming, steel, Titan booming. Looking at diamond hands, and I took profits on steel, guys. And Iron USD LP is looking pretty sexy. Beefy, Polycat, and 11 are all places where you can optimize that LP and receive close to 1%. How long will that last? I have no idea. I don't. And on that note, I'm out. Shout out to George Manuel, boomers out there. I appreciate all you maniacs. If there's any other plays that I'm missing, let me know. But I'm focused on these protocols, and overall, I'm still risk off. I'll be honest, to answer Leroy's question. Overall, I do have stable coins. I'm making some moves here with some alts, but it's the younger ones. Am I attacking on like the blue chip alts right now, like Matic or others? Not really. I have, but am I chasing them down? Not yet. And on that note, I'm out of here, guys. Drop a comment, and I'll catch you guys. What day of the week is it? Every day feels like a work day. Yeah, it's Monday, so I'm not one of these guys where it's just, whether it's Saturday or Friday, that is TGIF. To me, it's all a work day. And I work for myself. I said this before, guys. When you're calling another man your boss, you should reconsider that. I've done that myself. Most people do. But, really think about the big picture when you say, hey, this is my boss. Think about that. You don't even call people in your family your boss, and you're calling some other man or woman your boss. We've all been there. Most of us, I guess. I would say the majority of us. But, once you become conscious of it, maybe you could look at it a different way, and you say, hey, I want to be my own boss. Think about that. Just something to consider. I'll leave it at that, guys. Shout out to George Chop, Manuel Herrera, Leroy Harrison, and the rest of the boomers. Stay strong out there, boomers. I'll be back tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for booming.